everybody, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to figure it out. What message do you need to hear right now from your spirit guides and angels? And if you're watching this video by the time that I'm posting it, let's also vibe with what will happen in Halloween. Obviously, this pick a cards, sorry, I was looking at the camera. These pick a cards are timeless, so if you're watching this video afterwards, it's still going to resonate with you. So take your time to choose the cards. I'm going to show you the cards in just a second. And again, let's hear what you need to hear in order to understand what you're manifesting, in order to understand what is the advice from your spirit guides and angels. And then we're going to go deeper according to what we see in the cards through the oracles. So maybe this is more of a love reading, maybe this is more of a career reading, or maybe both. We're going to figure it out together. I have 3 piles in front of you, and the timestamps are going to be provided down below. Remember that if you also want a private readings from me, I do offer private readings, both DM, direct message readings. So it's basically like a written reading. You send me the questions and I send you back the reading with the photos of the cards, or even video, not video call, but like a pre-recorded reading. So if you want a reading from me, the link is down below. And now let's get started with today's pick a card reading. Here they are, all the cards. We have pile number 1 over here, pile number 2, and pile number 3. As usual, take your time to pause the video if you need, so you can meditate on the cards. There is really no rush, and all the timestamps are going to be provided down below. And let's figure it out, what you need to know from your spirit guides and angels right now, and what is the advice that you will benefit from. I'm going to move ahead with those of you guys who choose pile number 1, but like I said, if you need to pause the video, take your time, and the timestamps will be provided down below. Okay, this is number 3 and number 2. All right, pile number 1, let's figure it out together. What is your message right now? Without further ado, I have 3 tarot cards for you and then an oracle card. So the first card that I am seeing is the Tower. What is been going on? Don't worry. I know it is a scary card, but there is always a reason why things happen. So we're going to figure it out together. I hope you can see the card. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is also a card of exhaustion. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So not all is lost, actually. A client of mine had a similar energy today, so maybe this is also an energy for the collective. But with the Tower card, it seems to me that you're trying to achieve something or do something and you're struggling. Like maybe you're trying to manifest a new job or something like money or an SP, whatever it might be that you want. Maybe you're trying to get a promotion, you're trying to change house, you're trying to relocate somewhere else. And it feels like everything is against you with the Tower. The Tower does speak also of breakups and separations, even though I'm not specifically seeing this necessarily for you guys. It could be because this is a general reading, but even if it's a general reading, I like to be specific with what I'm seeing. So take the message only if it resonates with you. But with the Tower card, yes, it's true. It could be that you feel rejected or you had a breakup, but I'm not seeing this for you. I am seeing this is a struggle. This is like something that you want and you're struggling with finding. You're looking for it, you're working for it, you are even being positive about it, and somehow, some way, your world is giving you opposite things, opposite manifestations, opposite results, and it feels like the entire world, your entire world is crumbling down. And with the Knight of Wands being this dragon that is super powerful and fiery and is going through a battle and is moving really fast, look at his face. He looks like he's losing his own smoke. He's exhausted. So, or she's exhausted. So that is the vibe that I'm getting. I'm getting that you do not want to give up. You want to persist with what you want. You're fighting for it. You're putting the effort. You're on it. You're showing up every single day. Yet, nothing is going on, and actually things are getting worse. And with the Knight of Wands, even though you still have energy to continue, you feel very drained. You feel very exhausted. And though we do have over here in the card of the future, the Ace of Wands. What this card means, the Ace of Wands, you see that we have a beautiful dragon, a fiery dragon, which in my opinion is the representation of you, and a fox. A fox could be your spirit animal, or could be an animal that is close to you energetically at this time. And I feel the fox is telling you to move smarter and to remember who you are. This is a message of spirit like to give a lot. Remember who you are, remember who you are. But also I feel for you, it's like, are you really being in your energy lately? Or you're just getting drained because you're trying to make this happen so badly and you kind of lost yourself in the process. Do you remember who you are? Do you remember why you want this thing in the first place? Can you be happy now and let it go for a second, or let go of the importance that you have over this particular thing or person that you want? And especially if you're trying to move passionately and put so much effort and working so hard, and you're noticing that it's not working, or maybe perhaps you're doing some manifestation technique and you notice it's not working, then maybe it is time to stop and wonder, maybe I'm using my energy unwisely. Maybe I am putting too much effort. I'm not embodying the state of the wish fulfilled, or simply I am working myself too hard. I'm getting a burnout. Is there a better way to go on about it? Oftentimes we have this limiting beliefs of thinking that the more we show up and the more we work hard, the more we're going to get recognized and get what we want. But actually, and unfortunately sometimes, or sometimes it's even for the best, but that's not how this world works. Well, we know that our world is our mirror, so our states of consciousness manifest. But besides that, even if you don't believe in manifestation and you're just here for a reading, I am telling you, if the world would work as you work hard and you show up so much and you put so much effort and you get rewarded, then it wouldn't make sense that there are millionaires that actually make other people work and they don't do almost anything. They definitely do something, and managing is not easy, but sometimes they delegate even the management. It wouldn't make sense because the reality is different. What works is not necessarily working hard, but what works is to work smarter, is to know how and where to put your energy, to do the right moves, to talk to the right people, and also to embody the state of the flow. Like, are you even, pile number one, having fun anymore with what you're doing? Because when you're not and everything feels like a struggle, then you're not in the flow state. And unfortunately, I didn't make the rules of this game, but when you're not in the flow state of alignment, a lot of unwanted manifestation or unwanted things start to happen. So be mindful of how you use your energy, and know with the Ace of Wands that spirit is telling you, pile number one, that there is a better way to do things. There is a better opportunity, perhaps. There is a new beginning and a solution that you didn't consider yet that is right around the corner if you just take the time to step back and relax, which I know, pile number one, is not something that you want to do right now, because when you are in this state, you want to work your way. You want to work even harder because you're like, no, I can't stop now, because if I stop now, I will never get it. I get this a lot when I'm doing the coaching with manifestation, when people are like, I cannot stop now, the affirmations, because otherwise I will never get it. And it's not true. If you're doing things and you're not in the flow state and you're getting burned out, you should quit. You should take a day of a rest, because it is by taking a step back that you regain clarity, you regain more energy, and perhaps the solution that you always wanted appears, or maybe a solution that you have never considered before pops into your head, or maybe you get a visit from an angel, like a human angel, somebody that gives you a good idea. I believe in earth angels. Something happens that actually gets you unstuck that wouldn't have happened if you didn't take that time to breathe. So that's the first message that I hear for you, pal number one. It is necessary for you at this time to take the time to breathe and recalibrate. The world is not going to end because you rest for one day or two. You're not going to block whatever it is that you want if you just take a breath. And I feel when you're going to do that and you put things into perspective again, you will also understand why the tower is been happening, why all those things were not meant for you in the first place, why you got unwanted manifestation. It was all to make make you see a better solution and a better new beginning. Ultimately, if I have to give you a prediction, I am telling you guys that with the Ace of Wands, you are gonna get what you want. With the Ace of Wands, it means that you're gonna get it, but in a new, renewed way. Perhaps the way it's gonna come to you, whatever it is this thing, whether it's love, money, relocation, job, whatever, the way it's gonna come is gonna come in ways that you cannot predict. Like maybe you have a pathway right now that you think is gonna work, but it is not in that way that you're gonna get it. It is in a new way and with a fresh perspective. But before you even get to the Ace of Wands and you understand how to move smarter in order to produce what you want, you need to take a break. You need a change in perspective with the Tower. And I talk a lot about changing perspective and how to manifest in my other channel, Neyah, just in case you want extra videos about it. Remember, extra videos about this and more pico cards are also on my Patreon. The link is down below. Oh wow, look at this oracle card that I have for you. We have the Inner Strength, and it's very interesting. Sorry, it's very flashy, the card. And it's very interesting that we have a similar dragon. I mean, these are two separate decks and the colors are the same. So we have zodiac signs, and it's funny how I'm wearing red as well today, which I never do. But the zodiac sign would be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. This could be your sun, moon, or rising, or even Venus placement and Jupiter placement if we're talking about job. But we have a lot of like warrior energy, fiery energy. I'm strong. I'm going after my own stuff. Nobody can shake me down. I still have energy to do it. I'm going to smash it. I'm going to do it. Let's go. You know, that kind of energy, which is good. It's fine. And that's why I think you are going to succeed. You're persistent. You're determined. You're strong-headed. You're passionate. You're able to visualize the ending goal. This is all great. However, remember that inner strength is not always to do things and to get burned out and to produce more. I think you got this wrong. Like, I'm producing more and I'm showing up, and that defines my value. It's almost like you're a workaholic as well. But inner strength is not just about showing up and be there for people and being a problem solver and get things done. That's all good and fine. But inner strength also comes from stillness, from the ability to be balanced, to understand there are times in which there is a momentum to show up and take action. And there are other times where the momentum is not there, the flow of events is not there, and it is stronger and wiser to take a break and take a step back. I had to learn this the hard way. I resonate a lot with your energy because I'm the same. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to stop. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it even more. I'm going to post even more. I just got I'm a Taurus. I'm a bull in it. So I got very strong-headed about things, but I did notice that every single time I stopped this pattern of mine and this limiting belief that I have to work hard in order to get things, and I learned to enter more in my flow state and being like, there is no point for me, for example, to do a video if I am not inspired. I have nothing to say just for the sake of feeling like, oh, today I showed up. There is no point because I'm not gaining any momentum, but rather there is more strength in resting, recouping the energy, and when I'm inspired and I really have something to say, like for example in today's reading, I am ready and everything is flowing, and I notice 10 times better results doing this than instead being very much in my, we could say even masculine energy of doing to the point of exhaustion where you lose your flow, you lose your creative sight. So that is a message that I feel you need to hear the most, pile number one. I know that my readings are pretty fast and straightforward. I don't like to talk for hours about a reading. I think a reading is sufficient when it is 10 minutes, to be frank. That's how I do them with my friends live. It's a 10-minute reading, really. But this is what unless it's a more complicated energy. But this is what I'm seeing. Like, that's all you gotta do because the work is already being done. Also, manifestation wise, the work is already being done. It's just a matter to understand that everything happens at your own advantage. So shift the perspective in that sense from that Tower moment, and also recouping your strength and your energy, heal from this burnout so you're actually able to find the solution that you're looking for, and you will find it. and you will succeed, because anyway, that is your nature. You are a warrior, you are a conqueror, you are already successful. So it's just a matter of recalibrating your energy, so the genius idea, the nice idea that you can pursue can actually happen. Because right now I feel that whatever it is that you're trying is not working because you're not divinely inspired. So we need to find alignment first, or back, and then boom, the Ace of Wands, the path will be shown. It will be there for you to follow and pursue, and you will go back to your usual being, full of energy and doing things. You're definitely not somebody that procrastinates. So don't worry. It's not because you take a break, Spirit is saying, for a couple of hours or for a day or two, that you're going to be lazy. That's not how it is. And actually, it is necessary for you at this time. So this is what I see for you, pile number 1. I hope the reading resonated with you. Please let me know in the comment section down below, as I always love to hear from you guys. And I will move ahead for those of you who choose pile number 2 with a breath. Okay, pile number 2. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to start with a tarot, and then we have an oracle card for you. Okay, let's shake the energy from pile number 1. I'm sorry, I know you just clicked on this, but I want to be neutral with your reading. I don't want to bring the energy of the other reading into the video. And let's get started. Spirit is showing me a lot of music with you, pile number 2. Remember to take only what resonates with you. I am seeing also drums. I'm seeing concerts. I am seeing music. You clapping your hand, moving. So dancing could be involved. I don't know what this is about, but I'm picking up music. So do whatever you want with that message. We have the 6 of Cups. I love this. I love this energy. Pisces, especially. Why I'm saying Aquarius and it's not Aquarius, Scorpio and Cancer. The Magician, Aries. The 2 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Aquarius. Aquarius is the name of my dog, by the way. Okay, you guys. So here's the thing. The first card is the 2 of Swords. There is a decision that you need to make, whether it is a decision or getting clarity on what you're manifesting, if you're interested in manifestation, or whether this is an actual decision, like the time is ticking. Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I get this job or this other job? Should I leave this person? Should I not? Should I pursue this relationship or not? Should I choose this technique of manifestation or this other one? Something has to be done. There is a decision you gotta make. You have been possibly delaying this decision for a while. Maybe you don't like changes very much. You like your comfort zone and your comfort area. But sometimes in life is about this, isn't it? Life is about the infinite possibilities that we have in front of us that we're manifesting. And sometimes we have these points of destiny. I talked about it on Patreon. If you want to know more about it, the link is down below. But sometimes we have this point of destiny, these events that are fated in a way, that are karmic in a way. And those destiny points are the ones where I don't know if you ever watched the movie Sliding Doors, where, oh, if I would have done this, then my life would have been completely different. But I choose this instead. Like, that moment where a split happens in your destiny and you are the creator in that moment of your destiny, Like, spiritually speaking, it's hard to explain to people that they do have free will, but at the same time, they don't have it. It's like, it's more multidimensional than what words can explain. So basically, I don't know why I'm telling you these things, but maybe you want to know them. So basically, it's like when you enter this lifetime as a soul, you have seen from the spirit world a couple of things that are supposed to happen. People that are going to meet, that are your soulmates, that are fated to happen. Certain scripts and dynamics. But the way then when you are in life, the way those events happen, and you don't, from the spirit world, you don't see everything. you see only a couple of destiny points. But then, and that's why free will doesn't really exist. But then at the same time, it exists because you are so powerful as a creator that you can decide to move yourself in different infinite realities through those destiny points. And that's kind of like, I know it's hard to explain. I think like if I ask ChatGPT to do a summary of what I've just said, it's probably going to explain it better, artificial intelligence, than I did. But that's the thing. And like, I feel, pile number 2, that you are in one of these destiny points right now. And you know that this is an important moment in your life where your decision is going to change your future. It's going to affect, your experience. And also, when we make those important decisions in our life, should I leave a person, should I not, should I stay, should I go left or right, our experiences shape the way we are. Like, I mean, if you would have had different experiences, your personality would be slightly different. We always think about personality as something extremely fixed, but it's not. It's very malleable, and it is dependent on our experiences, and it is also dependent on what we decide we want to believe. So there is a lot on the table. That's why I'm going in circle with this reading. I feel with this 2 of Swords, there is a lot on the table. You don't know what to do. And honestly, you're trying to look at the tarot for a little bit of comfort. Be careful, because I'm not saying that necessarily you can get scammed with the tarot, but this is what your angels are saying, your spirit guides are saying. The more you look for confirmations of what is the best decision outside of yourself, the more you put yourself in danger to be misleaded and to get very confused tarot readings and messages. Because when it comes down to the destiny points, this is a decision that only you can make, and you should make by yourself. It is possibly even better if you ask, rather than do a private reading. I sell private readings, and I'm like, don't do a private reading. I'm like the worst seller that ever exists because I don't care. But it's like, seriously, I don't think you should go for a private reading. I think what you should do instead, it's fine if you do this pick a card in general readings because they're general, so it is okay. If you want to watch it even for entertainment, it's fine. But instead of spending your money and get a private reading, what I would do with this energy, I would make a prayer to the angels, which are messengers of God, or infinite intelligence if the word God bothers you. But I would ask them to send you signs and synchronicity to guide you towards the right path. And angels are saying that this they can do because it's very helpful for you to improve your intuition, communicate better with them. They are available for help, so they will do that. But at the same time, they want to remind you that there is no wrong decision, first and foremost. And this is very important for you to make. Like, they are telling me this is a decision that will shape your future, will shape your personality and who you will become, and the lesson that you're going to learn in the future as a spirit, as a soul. And so it is very important that you don't feel afraid of making this decision, and understand that at the end of the day, there is no right or wrong path, especially in your situation. And I know that you feel blindfolded, that you would want to know exactly if you take step number 1, or number 2, exactly the script, so you will feel better and feel safer. But at the end of the day, you can only feel safe if you follow love, if you follow what's in your heart. And that is where you will never regret your choices if you do that. And that's a lesson for you, to choose your heart rather than your mind. I'm seeing cats as well for some reason. Maybe you were connected to ancient Egypt or to felines, or maybe there is a new spirit guide that wants to pop into your life in the form of a cat. If you have lost a cat, this cat was probably black or gray. They are reincarnating again. This doesn't happen always, but I feel that if you have lost a pet, I think it was a black cat. It could very much be that they will reincarnate in a new familiar, in a new spirit guide in the form of another cat. So be ready to host a little pet if you want it, because it's happening. So then over here, we have for you, pile number 2, the Magician card. This is a very beautiful card that speaks about your power. This speaks about, pile number 2, your ability to manifest, your ability to claim your power back, as we said, and and realize that yes, there are things that are meant to happen, they are part of your script, but also within the script there is a lot of free room from infinite possibilities and for you to choose. And I feel that Spirit over here, pile number 2, as we said, is urging you to connect back with your soul, connect back with your heart, kind of leave the mind and the logical thinking to rest for a second and reclaim that beautiful power of yours in knowing that maybe the choice of the heart is a little bit unstable or more scary, but you do have the power to make the choice of the heart extremely successful. You have everything that it takes to have it, to manifest it in a successful way with the Magician card. And it is time to take action also. I mean, there is no more room for delays or procrastination. The time is now, the time is coming, and that's what Spirit is saying. And then in the position of the future, we do have the Six of Cups. This is beautiful. This is a card of creativity. This is a card of children. This is a card of reconciliating with soulmates and spirit guides as well. Like I said, I mean, soulmates come in the form of pets, they come in the form of friends, and they come in the form of lovers. Definitely this could be even a lover situation for you, pile number 2, but there is a lot of message here on the table. Reconciling with the deceased pet, seeing signs and synchronicities, asking for signs and synchronicities, understanding that if you follow your soul, you follow your heart, you gain more power, and with the Magician, you can manifest what you want. And with the Six of Cups, there is this reconciliation. It could just be reconciliation with your beloved pet, or this could definitely be also a reconciliation with your life purpose, with the Six of Cups, with a sense of creativity, with the thing that you always wanted to do. And the Six of Cups could be definitely a reconciliation with a past lover that you're trying to manifest. I know this is very specific, but this could be, if you're trying to, pile number 2, to manifest a specific person, it is going to happen and you will be successful with the Six of Cups. This could be also reconciling with a child. The Six of Cups is really about bringing back from the past something in a very sweet way. So to put the message where it needs to fit, but it is about love, it's about soulmates, it's about reconciliations. So yeah, I know it's a general message, but those are the things that you can take from this reading. Let me see. We have as an oracle card, awaiting the night. Await the night. So it's almost like, I feel that Spirit Guides is telling you that you feel powerless with that Two of Swords. You feel you don't know what to do. You don't know where to turn and go. But actually, if you only just stay more patient and await the night, maybe overnight something is going to happen. That could be with this card. And somehow, some way, your soul, your subconscious mind is going to start moving the chessboard to get you what you want. It's almost there, and it all boils down to you starting the process of having this bridge of events that starts with you making a decision. Now, making a decision could literally be, okay, I've decided this is what I want, and I'll visualize it this night because I want it, I got it. Like, it could be something that simple. Like, you, during the night, you do a visualization because now you're sure, now you're like, okay, I'm clear, I have clarity now, this is what I want, and boom, you get it. And then the subconscious mind starts unfolding this for you. But it all comes from getting clarity and having a decision. Let me read more from the booklet about this card, just because I don't want to miss out on any message for you. So. Okay, this is a card of freedom. A vampire sits upon her coffin, refreshed from her slumber. She's awake and ready. Bats surround her as moonlight begins to pour into the castle. While vampires cannot exist in sunlight, they are known to wake and hunt under the light of the moon. The night, therefore, is a symbol of freedom for them, since the vampire cannot live amongst the rays of daylight and are confined to the coffins until sundown. True freedom is living a life that allows for choice without constraint. You cannot fake this stuff. You cannot fake how accurate the tarot reading and coherent the tarot reading is. I told you, real freedom. This reading for you, pile number 2, and this message the Spirit is trying to get across. It's all about making a choice that is aligned with who you really are and that is aligned with your soul. True freedom is living a life that allows for choice without constraints. And that should tell you your answer right there. We might think of freedom as being physical, like the vampire in our coffin during daylight hours. But freedom of thought and expression, especially in being our authentic selves, is a privilege not everyone has the luxury of. And this has to do a lot even with, let's say that you're choosing between one job or the other, or maybe venturing into your private business or getting a more stable job. It's almost like it's telling you what is the choice that brings you more freedom of expression. Don't think about freedom just as generating money. You can have all the money in the world and being a slave to the system. But see, when you wake up to your true power of manifestation with the Magician card, you understand that you do not need to obtain things through the structures of this matrix. You can play a different game and overcome the matrix, because your source of income, your source of everything is in your divine light, is in the divine. And when you understand this, as Jesus did, Jesus made fish appear out of nowhere. Why? Because he wasn't playing with the structure of the game of the matrix. He went above the structure, and he knew that the fish was always there, and he could make them appear. That's the same thing, because he understood and he really believed that his source wasn't this world, wasn't the matrix. His source was the divine. That's why we are all God's children, because we all have the possibility and the ability to awaken as Christ did, and to awaken this power within us just by realizing that everything comes from source. It doesn't come from the structure of the matrix. That's what the matrix made us believe. So with that being said, understand that freedom is about this. Freedom is about breaking free from the structure of the matrix. And when you do break free from the structure of the matrix, you know that you are made perfect by God, by source energy. You can be your authentic self, and you can make money just by being yourself, because your source is not the world, the matrix. Your source of income is the divine that made you perfect. And why would you change to have money or to have the things that you want? You're not supposed to change. You're supposed to be yourself. You understand this concept? So that's what they're trying to tell you. So with that, freedom of thought and expression is a luxury. It's a luxury for those who awaken. If you have drawn this card, it can represent both the nature of being controlled and the act of releasing yourself from restriction. Now might be the time to fight for your own freedom, whether that means doing what you wish to, saying what's on your mind, or cutting ties with those who wish to hush you or keep you under their control. This card asks that you consider how free you are within a given situation or even a relationship. What might you need to say or do to experience true freedom and live an authentic life? And that's where the choice lies. What is that you need to decide in order to feel free to be yourself? When that will be established, when you will make this choice that comes from your heart, everything else will fall into place. Everything else that you want will happen, because you would have made, in that sense, the right choice. So I hope this message finds you well, and I hope this message resonates with you especially. Let me know if you want in the comment section down below, because I always love to hear from you guys. And now I'm going to go ahead for those of you who choose pile number 3. And move our way up with the oracle as usual. Maybe you like Halloween, because literally, like, I just moved the table slightly and that's the only angle where you can see the pumpkin. So maybe you love Halloween, or maybe something very important is happening for you on Halloween. Samhain. Maybe you're a witch. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. And in case you are a witch, you can check my TikTok in English that is called Neyah. Obviously, you can find me because I talk a lot about witchcraft and occultism in that particular TikTok. If you have TikTok, otherwise don't worry about it. Let's get started with your reading. Okay, let's see what spirit guides and angels want you to know. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have the Seven of Swords. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Death card, Scorpio. This is Scorpio season. And the Queen of Pentacles. What's been going on? Be careful about something. That's what you need to hear. Pile number 3, there is somebody that either wants to scam you, that is lying to you. And honestly, I hate to give bad news to people, but I learned that I have to be honest with what I'm seeing, because otherwise I'm just watering down the reading and nobody benefits from that. So with the Seven of Swords, be very, very careful about who you're giving your money to, whatever. It could be a relationship, but even deals that you did with anybody, investment that you did. With the Seven of Swords, that is somebody that is trying to either manipulate you, trick you, they're not honest, there is something shady going on, because the Seven of Swords is such a typical card of manipulation, of sneaking around, of stealing. Maybe this has already happened and you don't know what to do, and that's why you're asking for the reading. Maybe you have suspicions about somebody or a partner. Listen, I know that sometimes people can be paranoid, and I think that you should have trust in the world and in people, because otherwise it would be madness. However, I don't know. I never trust anybody 100%, because I think you have to be smart in life. So it is okay to give trust, but trust is built through time. And when you have an intuition about something, I don't mean that I don't think you need to attack people or be extremely paranoid about it, but watch. That's the only thing at the end of the day that you can do, right? Let time pass and watch. And rather than investing all your energy in that venture that feels shady, or in that person that feels shady, stop doing anything. Just watch. Because people always tell you who they are. They always do, if you just watch. Manipulators can only work when you're not listening, because the way they work is that they tell you what you want to hear. And so you recognize them, and they gaslight you a lot. Now, when you are in the midst of an emotion, and that's what they do, and they're trying to take advantage of you, they try to be very quick. They pressure you into decision. You have to do that now, because otherwise you're going to lose this, or you're going to lose them. They do all sorts of tactics to make you confused and to rush you into decisions in an emotional state, so you cannot watch them, you cannot observe them, and you cannot think clearly. But see, this is where you need to be smart. When you see this sort of energy, you just take a step back and watch. So when they want to urge you into a decision, you say, no, I need more time. They'll urge you more. No, I need more time. And that's where they're going to reveal who they are, because they always tell you who they are. People always tell you who they are. Just that the majority of people don't pay attention. They are too focused on what they're thinking, or better, into their own world, and they don't look. They don't really observe, and they don't really listen. So the suggestion from Spirit right now, pile number 3, is if you have a hunch, if you have an intuition that something shady in your life, watch, observe. Stay quiet. Stay more quiet than before, and put yourself into this observation mode. And with the Death card, you will see what needs to be ended. Now, the Death card, we know it's a notorious card. It's a scorpionic card, and it is a card of the 8th house. It is a card of mystery, occultism, things that are hidden, and transformation. So again, with the Death card, there is a necessity over here to change. There is a necessity over here to bring clarity, because the Death and the Seven of Swords are calling for clarity, Spirit is saying. And with the Death card, there is a need to end the manipulation, to end the lies, to end the dodginess. And the way you do it, because you're not going to simply stop this pick a card and end your relationship, or stop the pick a card and end the business venture, whatever it is that you're doing. The only way you are going to be able to do that if you just stay quiet and watch, because then they're going to reveal themselves with the death card, and you're going to be able to transform the situation because you're going to have receipts. You understand what I'm trying to tell you. Eventually, you have to confront with the fact that this situation has come to an end. And there is a necessity for you, pile number one, to renew the energy. Now, please don't be afraid, because with the Queen of Pentacles, what I'm seeing over here is that your power is stronger than them. Or that the situation, your money power, it is stronger. So this person is just trying to take advantage of you guys, pile number three. I know that this message is very specific, so if it doesn't resonate, listen, it's fine. I try to be less general in my pick a card readings than the majority of pick a card readers, because what's the point? If I have to give a super broad general message, then it could resonate with anybody regardless of the pile. I'm psychic. I see things in my head while I'm seeing the cards. I have visions as I'm speaking. I'm channeling as I'm speaking. I have to tell you what I see. And if it doesn't resonate, that's fine, but there's going to be that one person that needs to hear this message, and that is the video for that person. You understand? For me, that's more important. Like, channelers are nothing but conduit from spirit. We have to say what we hear. There's no way around it. Otherwise, this is a joke. Pick a card's a joke. Are just entertainment tools, which is fine either way, but you know what I mean. So, see, this is a warning for you, pile number three, and some of you has to hear it. This is a warning, and it's telling you that with the Queen of Pentacles, you're so afraid to let go of this shadiness and dodginess, but there is so much better on the horizon for you. And not only that, if you liberate yourself from this person or this situation, your actual money power, your power, it's bigger than theirs. They got you under their spell so strongly that you believe that you cannot make a living without them. You are not good with money without them. You are not going to be able to have a thriving business without them. This is all lies. These are all their gaslights that they have been trying to do. You will be so much better off without them. You are meant to thrive. You are smart. You know what action to take. You ponder your decisions. You know how to move. Do you know how much more abundance you could have if you just shed this burden and this gaslight that has been going on for a while? Do you know? Queen of Pentacles. You could be a mother with the Queen of Pentacles, and if you are, don't allow them to tell you that you're not a good mom. You're a great mom. And you can do this even by yourself. Listen, this is a warning from Spirit that it's time to see the truth for what it is with the Seven of Swords. This could even be a business venture, or maybe an offering for a house. It could be anything. I don't know what it is exactly. Comment down below. Let me know. That's where I keep it general. I don't know exactly what this is all about. But what I can tell you, this is a warning from Spirit to wake the freaking up and transform the situation at your advantage, because you don't need the situation in order to thrive. Okay? I hope I'm being clear over here. Then look at that. And as an oracle card, we do have the soul bond. This could be a bond with a child that is very strong. But with the soul bond, Spirit, what this is about. I see two types of people. So one type of people, this is not about relationship. They want you to know this. So if you're in a happy relationship, you know that you trust your partner, or your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever they are. This is Spirit is saying this is not for you. This is all good and fine. This is a very strong soul bond. Please don't worry. This is about the business venture. This is about the money. For some others of you instead, there is actually a person that you think this is your soulmate, and it is not. They made you believe that they were your soulmate. They love bombed you. But then somehow you find yourself a couple of years later in this relationship, and you're wondering, what was I thinking? And now I feel so connected to this person. What was I mad? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. There's a part of me that knows I have to leave. They're lying or gaslight me. But they're taking even my money in some extent. And there is another part of me that maybe thinks this is the journey for a twin flame. This is the journey for a soul. a soul bond. And Spirit is saying, no, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. There is a deeper bond. You're smarter than this. You are smarter than this. Pile number 3. There is another soul bond that awaits you the moment you reclaim your independence. But again, there are 2 different groups in this reading. Some of you, it has nothing to do with that, but this is about somebody stealing your money from a business perspective. And the relationship that is totally fine. And for some others of you, this is about a relationship. So how can we discern in a general reading? You got to check with your life. Check where the reading resonates, where it doesn't, and check what this is all about. Because you always know. You always know if you're honest with yourself. Now, since this is a little bit of a confusing card for me to interpret within these 2 groups, let me get additional cards for you. I didn't do it for the other piles, but I'm going to do it for you guys. Okay. Let's see. What else? Can you give me a clarifier, Spirit, about the soul bond, the death card, and especially the 7 of swords? Because I have very clear your energy. You're strong, independent. When you're going to reclaim your independence, I see money coming your way. I see you thriving. This is all good and fine, but I see this dark shadow over you trying to push you down and push your beautiful light. And I don't understand what this is exactly is all about. Like, I mean, we channeled a few, but I want to know better the 7 of swords and the death card. Okay, the tower. Number 16 could be in numerology your karmic depth number, could not. Maybe this is an important number for you. It's worth mentioning. This is the tower card in the fairy deck. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunity. Listen, it is time to break free from something, clearly, to let go of beliefs that keep you stuck, and to just remove yourself from the spell that you have been under. You can have better, you can have more, and you can be totally successful by yourself, even or especially in a business venture. You have what it takes, but you have to let go of this belief that you can't do it by yourself. You can. You will. Let me get another card for you, pile number 3. Beautiful. We have the 2 of summer, which is a card of soulmate. The soul bond is here, and love. So again, for some of you, this is a confirmation that it's not because you leave someone, love is not going to come. The true soulmate comes when you are aligned with your true self first. And for some others of you, this is the confirmation that we are not talking about relationship. And because if you clicked on this video because you're worried about money, then you're not worried about relationship. And if you are that kind of person, please don't worry. The message is about money. It's not about who you are with. You can trust them. They love you very much, and you guys are soulmates. So please, please, please remind yourself of why you clicked on this video in the first place, okay? The card states, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. So maybe this transformation could imply even the resolution of a problem within a relationship. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. That's very, very interesting. So perhaps the truth will come out, even for those of you that I'm saying you should leave them. But maybe if you don't want it because you're absolutely sure that this is your soulmate, maybe because you will recognize their manipulations or their lies, the truth will come out, and it will be the life experience that they need because they will be afraid to lose you now for real. That will be the experience that they need to transform and getting back on track. Possible. Anything is possible in life, but that is the message that you need to hear. There is some lies. There is something you need to pay attention to, and there is a necessity to reconnect with yourself, with love, and to transform. That's, if you have to take any message from this reading, is this one. Then we have the 5 of spring, letting opposing goals arising from opposite opinion, or overloading yourself, feeling at odds with yourself and others. Yeah, you're not like in a good place right now because you're not in alignment. Like you got gaslighted and you need to wake up. That's what I'm getting from the 5 of spring. And then we have another 5. 5 is another number of freedom and change, indicating through numerology that you need a change. It's time to break free, literally. And then we have reach out to others for assistance, so you're not alone. Reach out to friends and family if you need at these challenging times. And you're feeling challenged with money issues, so that's what they're saying, because like I said, there is somebody that made you believe that you're not capable of doing this business by yourself, but it is not true. You are stronger by yourself, and you will overcome, when you claim your power back and your independence, the money problem. But the more you stay attached to this situation, whatever this is, the more that will bring you down. So pay attention. That's another message. If you have to take anything from this reading, pile number 3 is pay attention. Okay? Observe, watch, take a step back. Don't pour in more. Okay? Don't invest more. Okay? So I hope this reading resonated with you and made sense. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want, because I always love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with another Pico card and hopefully the November predictions of what will happen in November 2024. Love you guys and happy Halloween or Samhain. Bye!